In the U.S., more than 124,000 people have become infected with the virus. Nearly 2,200 Americans, well, they have died.
As coronavirus cases climb in several states, there is relief for overwhelmed hospitals on both coasts.
KCAL 9's Lori Perez reports from San Pedro, where the hospital ship Mercy started seeing patients today.
According to the U.S. Navy website, the USNS Mercy started seeing carefully screened non-coronavirus patients today. The Navy says state and local officials are choosing who to transfer here as they work to ease the pressure on L.A. hospitals slammed by a crush of COVID-19 patients. The Mercy is a massive welcome partner in white, whose mission is being echoed now on the East Coast. President Trump was on hand as the USNS Comfort left Virginia Saturday, headed for New York and the epicenter of the U.S. coronavirus outbreak.
This great ship behind me is a 70,000-ton message of hope and solidarity to the incredible people of New York.
Like the Mercy, the Comfort will treat non-COVID-19 patients who need urgent care. The Comfort has 1,000 beds, 12 operating rooms, 4 radiology suites, and 1,200 Navy medical and communications workers.
Importantly, by treating non-infected patients remotely on the ship, it will help to halt very strongly the transmission of the virus. The Comfort sister ship on the West Coast, the USNS Mercy, arrived ahead of schedule. It's performing a similar mission for the people of Los Angeles and the people of California.
Meanwhile, tonight, the CDC is urging residents of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut to refrain from non-essential domestic travel starting immediately. This after the president said this morning he was considering an enforceable quarantine on the 3 states. He's referenced Florida, quote unquote, having problems with a lot of New Yorkers visiting, perhaps worsening the spread of infection. Tonight, he tweeted, on the recommendation of the White House Coronavirus Task Force and upon consultation with the governors of those states, I've asked the CDC to issue a strong travel advisory and a quarantine will not be necessary. The idea of a federal quarantine on the tri-state area was instantly controversial. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo likening it to a declaration of war on the states and saying he did not know how it could be legally enforceable.
I don't even know what that means. I don't even like the sound of it.
The president had insisted the quarantine would not affect commerce. Likewise, the CDC travel advisory does not apply to critical industries like trucking, financial services, public health, and food supply. At the Port of Los Angeles, I'm Lori Perez, KCAL 9 News.